What is going on, everybody? It is Noah back with another day of documenting my journey to becoming a millionaire using a handyman home service company. And so just got done with my workout this morning. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning. It is a Sunday, and so my schedule is a little bit light today, but we do have some jobs that I'll have to go to. One is just going to be doing various punch list items for a client of ours. So it shouldn't be something that takes me too long. And so I plan on spending the rest of the day kind of getting my bearings and kind of getting prepared for this upcoming week. As I was listening to my audiobooks, it really dawned on me that if something were to happen to me, there would be a lot of things in Friendly Fixers that would kind of go unmanaged and unaddressed. That's when I was listening to my audiobook and I heard Dan Martell talk about the camcorder method and how he spends really a lot of his time just documenting the processes to different steps of his systems in his organization. And so going into this next week, we will be starting with our first full-time employee, and he'll be needing to know how to run calls the way that I run them, know how to input client information so that everything stays organized. These are things that kind of stress me out because it's been me just doing it thus far. And really him stepping into this role is a weight lifted off my shoulders in one capacity, but weight added in a different capacity. I plan on spending today organizing the truck, getting things ready for him, documenting a few of my processes so that tomorrow when he starts his first full day, going on his calls, he won't feel lost. He'll have kind of a guiding map. And I think that that's going to be the secret to our growth and breaking past our current ceiling. And it sounds easy, but it is kind of overwhelming because there's so many things that I do that I just kind of take for granted because I've always done something a certain way. And so now that I'm putting somebody else in my role that I'm currently filling as lead technician, I'm really going to have to get intentional about creating the process and creating the structure so that there's organization even after I step back and take more of a leadership manager role. There's a lot of hard things that come with managing and growing a business. And I take certain things for granted because I've just always been a high drive person. I've been very set on achieving financial independence even from when I was younger. I didn't really ever have a vehicle that I thought was going to be able to get me to that point until starting this home service business. Now that I feel like I'm in the right vehicle, it has been full speed ahead. And that really comes after identifying your why and the goal that you are truly aiming for. A lot of people, when there is no action being taken, a lot of times it's not the person's fault, but rather the goal or the why is not big enough to really give you that motivation and discipline. I promise if there was a house fire and you're sleeping and you hear your smoke detectors going off, you are going to be up out of bed with a burst of energy and out the door. And similarly, that is how I feel on a regular basis. Whenever my alarm goes off, I really feel like there are things that have to be taken care of and things that are driving me because my goal is to achieve financial independence. And once you start learning what it takes to achieve your goal, and your goal is truly aligned with what you want and what you're trying to achieve, I don't have any arguments with myself anymore. It is, you wake up, you do what it takes to get to the next level and to grow the business, to get one step closer to achieving that financial independence goal. And so until I'm able to selectively put whatever I feel is my 20% on my schedule, I'm not going to stop growing and pushing my limits and my capacity and trying to elevate myself and the team. And if you're someone that is also after financial independence or just wants a greater degree of freedom in your life, or is just interested in growing business, make sure that you follow along on my journey, because I plan on documenting every day, just if I'm able, the processes and my approach to becoming a millionaire, using a handyman company as the vehicle. And so I will catch y'all on the next video. Just stay blessed.